are live.
Hello!
Good evening, and welcome back to the First Draft, the show where we make it up as we go along. I'm your host and DM, Paul, and we've got a good one for you this evening. But first, just wanted to give the people watching a big thank you because we got affiliate status last week, which means you can finally give us money. So if you want to, you can subscribe. You can give us bits, the whole thing. But that also means that we are actually going to be starting to run some ads during intermissions now. So just a heads up to expect that. And we're also going to modify our breaks a little bit. So we're going to be taking 2 breaks that are going to be about 10 minutes each instead of 15 minutes now. So just so you're aware, we'll be cutting to break twice. But yeah, so if you like what you see, subscribe. And you may have also noticed that we're doing other streams now too. We did some Yu-Gi-Oh streams, we did some just chill streams. So if you're interested in that, come and hang out and watch those too. But yeah, other than that, oh yeah, and if you have Amazon Prime, you get one. You get a free subscription. So please give us that.
Actually, already 2 people have subscribed with Prime since we started. And everybody's complimenting your outfit tonight.
We should take a moment. Wow.
Thank you. But yeah, before we get started, I also just want to do a couple shout outs. First, I forgot him last week, but Platty, thank you for doing the music. You're amazing.
It bops.
Yeah,
So many
he sent me a remixed looped track that I could play today. Yeah. So, yeah. And then again, the required second wins in Nerd Dungeon, thanks again for letting us use your space physically and allowing us to stream on your channel. We appreciate it. But other than that, I think that about covers it, so we can get started. Well, actually, no, one more thing.
Oh.
We have a player back with us this week. Savannah is back. She's returned. Yeah. And we're very happy to have you. We missed you last week.
We did. Y'all did amazing.
Speaking of last week, let's recap real quick. So, Rand, you had left the party to go find Chat's, the dog that you found facing off against the skeletons. You left to go find Chat's owner and return Chat back. So you set out alone in the woods, Chat leading the way, and then the rest of you took some time to explore the ship a little bit, but the longer you stayed there, the more it started to collapse until you all fell through the floorboards, not just physically into a different space, but through time into a different space, and traveled back in time, back to when this crashed airship was whole again and still flying. Back to actually right before it crashed. And made quick friends with one of the shipmates named Cona, and helped Cona try to unravel a mystery of a stolen artifact that took place while Cona, who was supposed to guard said artifact, took a quick snooze. But after some questioning, some investigation, you finally managed to pin the crime on Lieutenant Storm, the relatively newcomer to the ship's crew, who had subdued the captain of the ship, stolen what turned out to be a magic scroll, and had cursed as well another one of the crew, and confronted you once you found out that it was him. After a brief face-off, during which Storm uttered some draconic spells that Rhea, you understood and recognized. There was a brief kind of moment of tension between you two before he destroyed the ship's dynamo that was keeping it afloat, and then crashed the ship to the forest below. And then the four of you woke up immediately as soon as the ship crashed, back in the ruined husk of the airship, the Celeste. You now find yourselves back on the floorboards of the Celeste, kind of feeling a little groggy, waking back up and coming back to your senses. What do you do?
I think I want to walk. Is there a window nearby?
Yeah, in the room that you're back in the room that you all fell through into originally, and you look around and you see a window behind you, that is just you throw open the shutters and it is just a wall of dirt behind it. Yeah.
I've never been so happy to see dirt, guys! We're back!
You are indeed back.
Rhea kind of just sits up and is just, if that scroll exists, if it is real, we need to find it. We have to find it. That is incredibly dangerous. If any of what just happened is based in truth, we have to. We have to find this Lieutenant Storm. We have to find the scroll, and we have to destroy it. It is incredibly dangerous. If it is anything like what I suspect it is abhorrently dangerous.
What kind of danger? Like, kills a bunch of people, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, gives the wrong people power of the gods.
Okay, yeah.
We have to find it. We have to destroy it. This stuff is not good. It is awful. Please.
This is a lot.
I think I have the captain's journal. I found that
great.
one.
What did he?
I never read it, I
if
don't think. I don't think I got a chance.
If the stuff we just experienced was anything to do, if the captain wrote any of it down and knew what was maybe in... Let's read it. Let's read the book.
Yeah.
All right.
Please. Thank you.
I will open the book.
Sure.
Let's get some exposition.
So what you notice as you pull out the book again, it is in rough condition. Like the ship around you, it is old, it is worn. The cover, which used to be leather, is now kind of deteriorating and crumbling between your fingers. There's a little bit of water damage to the pages as well. So immediately it's a little bit hard to read some of these. The color is running, some of the ink is running. Give me an investigation check to see what you can make out.
Archival inks. Wasn't there a black box or anything?
Roll river.
There's a battle.
This roll is now.
See if that does anything.
What just happened?
I think that was the Pokebot that Cameron added to chat.
I got a 23.
Oh my god.
Oh,
it makes
snap.
sound.
Apparently, yes. I asked him and he said it didn't.
Trying to turn on the
What'd you roll, sorry?
volume
A 23.
Oh, jeez. Well, detective.
Investigation.
Yeah, so you're flipping through and you're seeing like, okay, that page is ruined, unsalvageable. And then you get to another page about, maybe halfway through, and you can't make out a date exactly on this one, but as you read, you can kind of make out a few sentences in there. And one of them says, they're assigning me a new lieutenant today. After what happened to the last one, they want somebody with a little bit more field experience, they say. I don't like it when they do this. They don't run it by me first. They say his name's Storm. That he's got experience with investigating miscellaneous cults, magic, that kind of thing. Comes with the direct recommendation of the Emperor, but I don't know if I trust him yet. And then that's about all you can make out from that one.
It ran away.
Oh. That's all you get from that page.
That's the sound the book book makes when it closes.
Are there any like extra symbols or anything going on that like my thieves can like pick up on?
No, you don't see any like thieves' cant or anything like that in the pages.
Okay.
But you flip through a little bit more and you see there's a couple more pages in here that are, serviceable that you could probably make out if you took the time to actually sit and read through them all. So
Okay.
if you wanted to, you can keep going or do whatever you want to do.
I think I want to read that first passage aloud to everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think?
Sorry.
It said he was studying cults. Do you think the people we've been following are a cult?
I mean, there are probably a lot of cults around.
There are. There are some weird
Well,
cults around
there
town
are-
too.
Yeah.
Not the
yeah.
weirdest things.
Is there a date? Is this like journal dated at all?
Yeah, with that roll, you can find just flipping through. There's not like one at the front of it, but each one is dated,
Hmm.
and it looks like it's dated from a little over 100 years in the past. One the front you can find one that's like 115, and then you flip through a little bit more towards the end. It's more close to like 111 or so.
Is like the very last page of it dated? What's the very last date?
It was about 111 years ago. Yeah, the last
Okay.
page that you can make out.
When we get to the city, when we get to Halvast, we have to start doing some searching. We have to, like, we gotta find a library somewhere, and you guys don't have to come with me or help me at all. But I have an obligation to track this down and to figure out where it is, and if it's not destroyed, to destroy it utterly and completely. So when we get to the city, we've got to find some sort of library or somebody that I can talk to, and just figure out if we can find out like documents about Lieutenant Storm, search for like patterns, anything. I don't know. Just we have to search for anything.
It's been such a long time, though. I mean, if this is, I believe you that you say it's dangerous, but if it was so powerful and this guy just had it in that vision, like we saw, he got away with it, wouldn't he have used it by now?
It's not necessarily the scroll itself. It's what it represents, and it is part of a much larger picture. Look,
What? How do you know all this?
So I come from a family of wizards, right?
Okay.
4 generations before me of wizards, and my family started exactly 4 generations ago. My great grandfather, great grandfather, great grandfather. Right, yeah.
3. I don't know something.
Yeah, it's a 10. Rhea has a 10 intelligence. She's trying her best.
Roll a d4. We'll see how many grades there are.
1.
It's more than that.
Yeah. Look, he was someone named Emrys. That is where my last name comes from. I know scatterings of information, but what my family does know is that Emrys used to be a being of great power, and he was struck down, made mortal, and in his quest to regain his power, to gain everything back, fell into the arcane and searching for any sort of power that would put him back to where he was before he was struck down. He eventually became a lich, and in him becoming a lich, he had made some sort of deal, some sort of pact. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but it has marked his descendants and every person after with this. And you see Rhea kind of like pulls her collar back, and you see blue scales that kind of like start to peek up her neck. And you realize she's wearing, like, whenever she's wearing anything, she always has one glove on her left hand. And you can always see like the fingertips of her other hand, but never this arm. She goes, look, we were marked, and every birth after Emrys was an exact copy, almost, of Emrys, an exact clone. And this, I believe, was part of this pact. And my family has been gathering all of this information, has been gathering all of this power, collecting as much as they can, and death after death after death been pulling it together. Now, I'm the 5th generation, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I am obviously not a clone of Emrys. I don't fully understand what's going on, but all I know is that my father did horrible things to so many people, and if anybody is striving for even a fraction of the power that he craved and had, it's not good for anybody. It's not good. Nobody should have to see these things. This kind of evil should not persist in the world. And I killed my father the night that I left home.
Good on ya.
Thank you.
Good job.
The night that I transformed, actually. I was not born the way that you see me.
Have different, like, colored skin or something? Or...
No, I was born a boy.
Oh, okay.
And wizard magic stuff, and it wasn't perfect. So, but I killed him. At least I'm certain I killed him. And these any cult that is following my family, any followers, they need to be killed. They don't deserve to live. If they crave this power, they don't deserve to live. And as Rhea kind of says that, for a moment you see like the whites of her eyes just kind of like flash, like, or like almost like fade into a gold and then fade back. It's like, we just have to, please. I haven't known you guys for very long, but I trust you. And I'm asking you to trust me.
You're so cool! Bryce has just been standing there, like, ever since you started going into, like, you killed your father and all the other, like, things, and you flashed the scales a bit. I think Bryce has just been like... And then when you said you went through a transformation, it just... What? Of course! Do you think the Emperor has it? He said he worked...
I don't know.
He said he worked for the Emperor.
I mean, he did, but he also said he didn't know, the Emperor didn't know what he was taking. I mean, he uttered the family name. He said by the power of Emrys in Draconic, and that is just, yeah. He's not sharing that with no one. He's not. The power that he seeks will put him above emperors. We need to, yeah.
I mean, you got me convinced. Yeah.
Cool.
This sounds rather important.
Yeah, seems to all be going in the same direction, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Maybe we could
cool.
nose around here a bit, see if we have any clues about where people will go. I mean, great detective work with the journal.
Thank you.
Very
There's
proud
still
of
a
you.
little bit more. I'm going to keep reading.
Cool.
Yeah, there's still more in there, so whenever you want to.
I'm gonna go search over there. Kind of, she points to kind of like a darker corner.
Oh.
And you just hear.
Tradj, would you maybe go comfort her a bit?
Gosh, these allergies are killing me today.
I mean, it's a shame that it's
so
like
dusty, I agree.
raining
Yeah.
inside. It's weird.
Yeah.
Go.
I've never really had to comfort.
Just stand next to her.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He'll be.
It's fine.
He's gonna be here
It's
for
fine.
you.
Yeah.
We're gonna investigate
good.
a bit more.
Okay.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Everything's
We're here
fine.
for you.
Thank you.
Of course we're gonna be fine. Do you see how cool she is?
Yeah, she's really cool.
She's so
actually.
cool.
That's,
You're so
that's
cool.
Right. Thank you. That's right. That's really cool.
I need this ego boost.
So are we still under the deck? Right?
Yeah, you're still
Yeah.
below decks. Yeah.
Can I actually search for stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check.
You know, my
Do I
lonely
need to
little corner.
re-roll investigation for
Yeah,
those other
because this will be
pages?
for you're investigating the book. So
Yes. Okay.
tell me what you're looking for, what you're doing. You're exploring that kind of
Yeah.
space, I guess. So just for some reference, the room that you're in was directly under the captain's quarters. It's a room that you didn't go into when you were back in time before then. So you have not been through this room yet, but you do see, the one window behind you that is like loosely shuttered. That is kind of, just dirt, right? And then there is a door on the opposite side that's open that is kind of towards the dark area that you went. So just for reference, that's kind of where you're at right now.
Perfect.
I guess I'm specifically trying to find any pages that are legible with the name Storm on it.
Okay. Yeah. If
that-
you're just looking back through the.
Nice.
There's like those
the
later
diary.
pages that you.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need to roll again for
Oh,
that.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were
23.
looking through the room.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm just going for this book.
Okay.
I
We'll
popped
come
a
back
squat
to
and probably like
I
the
got a
one square
19.
light
The
there.
19.
And I'm just doing like a general, seeing if I like see anything that would, warrant further
Okay.
investigation.
Yeah. So what you see is you kind of look through this dark space past, and you recognize the space that is beyond you. You see two staircases, broken but still there, leading down below decks, just like you saw before. And then you see one hallway going straight down the ship, and it's going kind of at an angle, right? It's tilted slightly downwards, and about kind of halfway down the hall, you see a door on the left, and then a door to the mess on the opposite side, and then it kind of keeps going. But after a certain point, there are just kind of fragments of wood and rock and debris that has clogged up and obstructed the rest of your path forward from there.
Okay. If I could go into the door to the left that's across from the mess hall.
Yeah, sure.
I guess after in
Yeah.
like 5-10 minutes after I've gotten past my allergies.
Those are
I'm
the
fighting my
allergies.
No, I don't have to control that.
You snot shot. It was super effective.
There's tear out of only one eye. That's away from where everyone else is.
Use waterworks.
Oh no. Opponent used emotional suppression. Super effective. Critical hit.
I also like when you're, telling everybody about your trauma, and Bryce is like, "That's so cool."
I just got, when you showed scales, I was like,
But so you're kind of exploring, Bryce. You're flipping through the notebook, right?
Mm.
Okay. So you find another passage, a few pages past, close to the end. Actually, this one is, and it reads. The handwriting with that investigation check, I'll say, also seems a little bit shakier than it was in the earlier entry that you found. But it says, we stopped in El Turun today, picked up the package from the shop owner. It was just as we were told. A simple scroll, nothing more. Has some strange, draconic writing on it. I can't read it, but Storm says he knows what it is, that he recognizes it. And given that he is the Emperor-appointed expert, I suppose I have to trust him. I don't like the look that I've seen in his eye lately, though. It seems when I look at him, sometimes he keeps the chest open at all times, and I find him peering over it, scanning it. It makes me uneasy. That's all you see.
Bryce whispers under his breath, like, man, this would have been good to know beforehand. Is there anything else going on in there?
There's you can find one more page in there, but
Okay.
while you're shuffling through, so you're exploring back in the room to the left.
Yeah. Tradj, are you coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing a great emotional support job.
So
but
confused.
you go through the door. It is like off of its hinges on the floor, the open door frame, and you see another familiar sight. Right, you see a door on the far side of the room, also open. This one is still on its hinges, because you see the same metal-lined door, the same metal kind of interior. And inside that room, you see the same familiar empty pedestal.
Are the runes still like written on the walls and stuff?
You go up and you don't see any on the opposite side of the door where you saw them before. It seems to be blank here.
Okay.
So, whoever took this out disarmed the runes, or they were off of time. But regardless, there is nothing left in here.
Okay.
So.
You see anything?
That's a D12.
You're right.
You'll never see anything with a D12.
Ooh.
18. Wow, it's
Ooh.
one.
I'm so proud of you.
Plus 1. 19.
Okay. Yeah,
Same as me.
Yeah. You see a lot of the same stuff, that Rhea saw. You also see, looking around the larger space in here, you see a chair that is positioned in front of the door, familiar. That
A chair.
You recognize it as the chair that Cona was sitting in.
That looks like
he
a
was
good
asleep
place
in.
to take a nap.
It does indeed look very comfy. It's got like a plush cushion that, even after all these years,
It's
still
not deteriorated one bit.
Yeah, but does it still have kind of like it's like worn in, but like in the best way? Where
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like like it's the most comfortable.
Yeah, like it's kind of cushion. Like there's a bit of a plump cushion to it, but it's like, and like you can see someone sat in this a lot, so it has a little bit of a groove in it, but not so much that it's like suited to one person's body. Like it is just perfect. You bet anybody could sit in that chair, and that would be a good chair. Yeah.
Of all the like the skeletons that we like destroyed or like that I made run away, this kind of feels like one of the last things that we have of Cona. Should we bury the chair? I feel bad. But Cona was so nice, and then he just died.
I don't think I quite understand.
A memorial for Cona. This is the chair that we first met Cona in.
I mean, if you want to do that, I will totally help you dig a hole.
You're not gonna? Okay. Thank you. Rhea's weaponizing some tears.
There you go.
Should you do a performance check?
Oh.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good call, yeah.
11.
11.
11.
So you're doing this for Tradj, right?
Yeah. I'm like
Tradj,
trying
roll
to
an
like
insight check.
fake cry.
He's known to be
We'll have a little
easily
contested
deceived.
roll in here.
2.
Just like Black Eye!
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, like you describe it. I mean, like the show that you're putting on, right?
I'm just like so overwhelmed, and like was such a good friend,
Oh my god.
and like you should. I can't do this.
You want to go find something to dig a hole with?
Can you for me, please?
say that again?
Can you dig the hole for me?
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like when a toddler gets what they want and they immediately just like, oh, okay, ice cream.
McDonald's.
All right, back to our journal over here. All right, so you can find one more entry in this journal that is legible. And this one is right before the one that you just read, just a couple pages before, only from like a day earlier, to be honest. But you look through it and you can find one passage in particular that says, we've touched down in Eltaroon. Storm insists on coming with me to the broker. He insists on being there for the purchase and investigating the item's veracity. I can't think of a good argument why he shouldn't. I don't appreciate it when my subordinates invite themselves along with me. But that said, I have been feeling a bit off in the past day. I don't know if it's the food. There is not a lot to eat here. Mostly gruel. Although we're supposed to be picking up some fruit for the emperor, maybe I can help with some of that. But I don't. It's just a general malaise. Like I just feel like I'm fading. My chest hurts. I think I'll lie down when we get back on the ship.
When I hit the word malaise, I want to call Saoirse over and just kind of like point to it.
Yeah.
Be like, what is that?
Oh, yeah, so, that's when,
Malaise.
I think it's a country.
Oh, it's a country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll an intelligence check.
Which one?
The English major rolling intelligence.
Is Saoirse an English major?
No, she is a bard.
Or a common major, I
She'd
guess.
be good with words, but actually, let's see, intelligence.
Just figured my only option.
Could that be a history check, maybe?
No, it's
Could
like,
it be history?
No, this is a
it's
vocab
just-
check. This is straight up and down
There isn't a
intelligence.
skill for intel. Okay, well that's +1. Is it okay? It's a D20. That's a 6.
A 6.
It's a 6.
Yeah, pretty sure it is a country.
Yeah. Is it? So he's feeling.
he's going to Eltaroon and Malaise in
Yeah.
the same day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of... How fast can the ship fly?
I don't really know how far away Malay, because I mean, see, I'm not from here.
Oh,
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, this was so long ago. It could have been a kingdom that rose and fell in the time that it took for this plane.
Oh my gosh, you're
Planes and
so
launches.
right. I bet
The
that word
ship
just
crashed.
doesn't even mean anything anymore.
I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
I don't. You know, if that word meant something, we would have heard it by
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no way. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm just gonna.
It's
Could
not
just
a
be a
real.
typo.
I
or
think it. Yeah.
misspelling or typo. Typos don't exist either in this world.
To this.
Okay. I guess I'm going.
But
To,
it sounds like he wasn't feeling well.
yeah, no, and he really wasn't trusting him. Although this doesn't really give much more information than.
Yeah, I already knew.
But
Yeah,
he's referenced the Emperor a couple more times.
he has. What was that? What
He
was
has.
that?
He has. And also.
He has.
Oh, and also
Crick elf.
Eltaroon.
ELTERU with a cool little carrot on top.
Oh my god.
It's
Are
fantasy.
you
You've
with
got
the
to put them on
You
those.
spell that again?
Apostrophes and umlauts abound.
ELTERUN.
Oh, just N. Okay.
With the
LT.
Eltaroon.
But the scroll
Yeah,
wasn't Eltaroon. I don't know where that is,
actually
but-
it's phonetically, but yeah, looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, we have no idea where it is.
It's true.
This was 100 years ago.
Okay, this is a captain's lodge. Is there a map on the wall anywhere?
Not where you are.
Okay.
No, because we're in like a little storage area. There's barrels around, aren't there?
There are actually.
I would
yes.
like to investigate the barrels.
So walk away from me.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. You're like, and there's barrels.
But actually, I think when Bryce sees Saoirse turn to the barrels, I'm like, oh wait, there's barrels? And can I also go to investigate the barrels?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after this barrel investigation, we're
19.
gonna do a little 19. Okay.
Right.
18.
18. Okay.
Close.
All right. Interesting.
What's in the barrels?
Yes. 18.
You see some barrels, and they are full of what looks like old, decaying, dead grains, and some of it has. Actually, you find a little bit of gunpowder in one. The moisture has gotten in, and it's kind of ruined it. You couldn't use it in its current state. Not a lot of interest, unfortunately.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Seems like this was like another kind of store area. In here.
So frustrating.
I put the lid back on mine.
I kick at it in disgust.
Roll a hit.
Alright. Unarmed strike. +2. It's a 12 +2. 14.
Oh yeah,
So
you
hit
hit
the
it.
barrel.
It's a barrel. You hit it.
Wonderful. What
Yeah.
damage do I do? Let's see.
Enough to feel good about yourself.
Okay. Whatever.
It makes you feel better kicking
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
In whatever way that needs to happen.
Alright.
But okay, so where are we at?
How do we get out of here? Do we go? I mean, we can't go back up
Have
to
you buried
the
the
hole,
chair?
but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
If we
so-
can.
Did the
Go
rope
ahead.
come down with us?
I'm like digging a hole with the wood carving tool that the captain had used to open the barrel.
oh my god.
Yeah, you walk down the hallway and you see, you see Tradj just kind of hacking at the decayed floorboards with a wood carving tool.
I don't know if he wants to be buried in the ship. I'm not there, but oh.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Can you
guys
do
come
it?
across us, don't worry. We're just burying a chair. It's fine.
Are we going to where they are, or are we trying to figure out how to get back up through the hole like a couple of dinguses?
That's what I was. Is the rope still hanging from the ceiling?
Yeah, it is, yes.
Alright.
You
How
see the-
high up is it?
About, you could reach it. It's not super high up.
You
like,
could clamber up on a barrel and get up.
So I got my mirthful leap.
you also saw the stairs that were in the other room near the hallway as well.
Okay,
They're
the
going
stairs
up, yeah.
can go up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey, there's some stairs over here.
What?
That might.
Huh?
There's some stairs.
Where?
Oh,
There's
I
some
got out of the hole.
stairs.
We found a rope!
Here's some
You found a
hole.
rope.
I have things to
came out
tell
this way.
you.
You can climb. I'll use the stairs.
We came across a retata.
Try to figure it out. You can only go one way.
Oh, Diglett used dig. We got out.
Yeah.
Ah.
Move then magically transports you.
Yes, we spin around really
Yeah.
quickly and just like appear in front of them.
Now you're in Viridian City.
Here we are.
Yeah, look at you.
I feel like I should probably show her all the things in the book, so maybe we should go down there.
Well, are they not coming? Fine.
Oh, you might
I
fall
thought
a
they
little
were
bit.
following us.
Is anyone holding that up there?
I thought
You
it was tied
tied
to
it off.
something. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was tied.
Couldn't remember how that all went down.
Or it's
The-
like a
the
cartoon
stairs
thing
are
where it's like we
blocked
realize
off,
it's not
right?
tied to
There's
anything.
like
we're
what
just
looks like a trap door at the top of the stairs that you could try to open if you want.
Oh, yeah. Hey, try. Maybe we should
Okay,
bury
let's
the
just go.
chair. In the grass and the dirt where it's
Hey,
easier.
Ga-
Yeah.
The hole wasn't working. What are you guys doing?
Using the stairs.
Oh, are we digging a hole?
There's
Yeah.
Can I like open
We're
the
gonna
trap
bury
door?
the chair that Kona fell
Yeah,
asleep
you don't even have to roll
Oh,
for it.
that's
Like
so
as soon as you put
sweet.
any
What?
kind of pressure on it, it just like
in. I don't quite
just
understand.
collapses and just breaks
Cool.
open for you. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you look like a comfortable chair.
It would mean so much if you guys could join.
Okay, Miss Rio.
Can I roll to see if I believe her tears?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
if you want.
I would love to.
I think unless your passive insight is higher than an 11.
Oh wait.
My passive or like
Oh, somebody
Got
called
it! Yay! got it. Wait, passive insight?
Yeah, you
Oh
said
wait, I
passive
do have a
insight.
12 of passive insight.
Okay. I mean, you rolled an 11, right?
Yeah, I rolled
So-
another.
Well, actually, I mean, you're actually trying to suss it out, so I would make this a
Oh, I'm not
roll.
trying. I was
Okay.
gonna say that I fully believe
Okay.
it.
Yeah, so
I have a
let's go ahead and
14
roll for it.
passive,
Okay.
so I just know.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
figure it out.
yeah, this.
I'm gonna butt in and say like,
this chairman
why are you hesitating?
I'm not hesitating. Let's bury the chair.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Just absolutely not prepared to deal with this.
So as you gather around for your chair,
Did not know what malaise meant, but it's just like not ready for this
You-
level
you
of
had that-
emotional intelligence.
as you gather for your chair ceremony.
Wait, so are we outside now
You're
or still
outside,
inside?
yeah.
Okay.
We're outside.
Yeah. Let's cut
Not the steady
to.
chair. It's Kona's chair.
Yeah, it's not a
Okay.
chair.
We're gonna cut to the woods real quick.
I'm sorry.
Rand, you are currently walking through the woods with Chat in front of you. Roll a perception check.
Well, that is...
And roll with advantage also
Aw.
because you've got Chat guiding you.
Chat guiding me.
Thanks, Chat.
Well, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
What about... I've got a 15 passive perception.
Sure, but what'd you roll?
Oh, wait. Where is it? Is it traits or skills? Skills. Oh. Well, why is that? Why? Why?
Oh, X out of here.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh, so that's still a 10.
Well, that's not terrible.
Okay.
That's not terrible.
Alright.
You're moving further into the forest, and you can tell you're kind of going in the general direction that Chat originally pointed in. But there's a lot of good like smells around here. Like there's some interesting like something left a big stinky present further down, and Chat is like spends like 5 minutes sniffing that, and then kind of darts over, finds another spot by a tree. You're moving in a general direction, but it's taking you a little while to kind of go where you're wanting to go, or where you think Chat wants to go.
Can I still speak to Chat at this point?
Yeah, this is happening. We're picking up like right after.
Right
you
after.
left,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So I can definitely. Chat. Where are you going?
You gotta smell this.
I don't
This-
want to. No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
this
not
is
gonna
good.
say
It's been
it.
out here
No.
for days.
Well, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for your human, your owner, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's this way. I think. Yeah. Yeah, she's this way.
How do you know?
And then one ear perks up and then does a little twist.
Hearing the smells.
Yeah, that way. Yeah. And gestures with his nose, just kind of in that general direction.
Is hold on.
You can make a survival check if you want to
Okay.
to kind of ascertain if you think that is actually a good direction to go in.
Okay.
You gotta smell the stink.
I don't want to.
I had to smell a dwarf's
It could
breath
tell you.
last week.
You didn't have to.
I did. It was mandatory.
13. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better.
You also made him come out to me.
I didn't make him do that. You made him do that. Through your friendship and your affirmation and your very strong suggestion. But yeah, so you kind of get, it looks like something has passed kind of through this area before. But, with that, that survival check, it looks like it could be human-sized or, humanoid-sized. And you also hear what sounds like a faint calling just far in the distance. That seems like it may be coming closer. You sit there for a second and you just hear, Chat. Chat.
How did we get the name right?
The craziest thing.
Oh my God.
If they were calling for a different dog and then you were like, it can't be there.
Yeah.
It can't be that way. That's the
That makes
wrong
no
dog.
sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look at Chad and be like, I think I hear your human. Do you hear them?
Let's go get her. Let's go get her.
Go
And he
get her,
darts
Chad.
off into the woods. towards
Okay.
in the direction that you heard the calling.
If he's beelining, I'm just gonna be like, okay, and I'm gonna turn around and go back
Okay.
towards the ship.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
And I think now we're going to be taking our first break. I think that's a good point to,
Oh, wow.
to leave
Okay.
off. So while the party has their Cheerio, we'll take a quick 10-minute break.
Cherry.
Thanks, everybody.
It's probably fine though. So right here, there's this thing called trigger fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes that sound. You can go in here, turn that off. Maybe turn all of them off. I'm doing this.
I don't know. I have no idea what you're messing with. I've never seen that at all.
That's a Mundus. There's 15 people watching.
Refresh cache rate.
And then one of them was Jess. Because Jess was texting me. Jess texted me and was like, God damn it, you're such a drama queen. I literally do that at home. Yeah, Jess knows what I'm doing.
Cache rate.
You know, it's not.
Hey.
I'm not actually trying to do it.
Do you know what you're doing?
Rhea is.
Oh no.
That would make sound, but it's still making sounds.
Much emotional connection.
What is happening?
Huh? Oh, we're imagining.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
The sound of imagination.
We're back and we're imagining things.
Wow.
So during the break, we were trying to figure out our Pokemon issue, and we haven't. So it may persist for the rest of the stream. Sorry, but at least try and catch him maybe.
If you can.
Hey.
Oh.
But thanks for sticking around. Again, this is why we call it the first draft. We're still figuring it out a little bit, but let's get back into it, I think, right? So you are all, I guess, circled around a chair right now, Kona's old
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah.
As Tradj, are you digging the hole?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my bagpipes.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a funeral dirge on the bagpipes.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Can you give us a quick sample of that?
Hang on.
Should there be a performance check involved in this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's like the bagpipe solo from "You Raise Me Up."
Yes. Yeah, roll that
Can I
perception check.
attempt to join in with
Yeah,
my...
do you want to give help?
Yeah.
Give me advantage.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have really
yeah,
good.
I'll
I have really
allow
good
that.
performance. Wait. Let's do this. Okay.
Why don't you be a really good roll and take away a roll from a really important thing? Performances.
This is a really important thing.
Yeah.
This
What
is,
are you talking about?
this is the burial of
If we
18.
bury the
friend.
chair good enough, we
The
get the friend
reverberations
back.
of this performance are going to echo throughout the rest of the campaign. You,
Okay.
you don't
alright.
even know yet.
Okay.
I got an
hang on.
18 on
Okay.
my performance check.
Mhm.
You're giving like advantage with the help action. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh
So
never
I roll
mind.
once. That's a 3 plus 7, a
Or-
10.
Okay. You can either take his roll
Or-
you can
yeah.
roll it.
You want
I
to take my
guess-
roll?
Um,
Well, no. Or I can just do the help, because technically you did. This is the star. I think.
You
think
are.
It should
I
be.
think it makes more sense.
I think it makes more sense.
because you're not really doing a whole lot over there.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
You're. I mean, you're
That was a
you're
10.
doing a lot, but you're not
What's
doing
it?
a
Here we
whole
go.
What is it like? A caster? What is it you gave me?
What?
The
A
little-
chanter.
Chanter. That's what I'm using.
16 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah.
There it is.
It is. Beautiful. And all the rest of the three of you, as soon as
Does
you know,
wildlife come up and listen?
yeah,
Like
as
rabbits
soon
and
as she starts
squirrels
hitting,
and birds
you know,
are crying.
Does Rand hear
the high
this?
notes, just tears, just you can't even
Bagpipes
control
can
it.
be
Just
heard for miles.
just start. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
Yeah.
Rand is like,
Harmonizing perfectly.
yeah, you all of a sudden just
Rand is like, something's wrong.
yeah.
Sprints that way.
The chord
Yeah.
structure, the harmonies.
It's beautiful.
Rhea
It's
has
beautiful.
actual tears this time.
Yeah.
I'm incorporating some like sea shanty harmonies
Oh
in
my
there.
Yeah.
I want to like crouch on the edge of the forest and like army crawl to like see what's happening.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're at
I'm
the
there.
edge. I
And
mean,
what do I see?
without even like a perception check, I won't make you roll for that because you just see bagpipes. You're the other three people in your party, and then you just see a chair being lowered down slowly into a hole.
And Rand is very like she's had chairs. She's had like maybe 2 chairs in her life, and like
She's out
she like knows
Sure.
what this chair is, but she's very confused by this weird like ceremony that's happening because she hasn't been around people, and she's like,
It's moving. I mean, like you don't understand it, but it stirs something in you.
The music.
it's like I missed out on something, but I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna stay there and let them do what they're doing. And just kind of
Okay.
Rhea grabs a handful of dirt and tosses it in and goes, he had such beautiful hair.
chairs don't have hair.
And I think Bryce also gets confused at that because I'm also under the impression this is just for the chairs.
Tradj is only crying because he just dug like a 5x5 hole with a chisel.
Amazingly quickly too. Like it was well done. Well done. I mean, like the edges of that hole, like with that chisel, you just got them
Crisp.
perfect. Oh my god.
Crisp.
Yeah.
That's Japanese workmanship
Yeah.
right there.
They're
Like,
plumb
oh my
and
God.
level at the
they're
bottom. Yeah.
dovetails.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It
It
is
is a
so
great hole.
beautiful.
The chair sits perfectly in the yeah.
Yeah, as Rhea tosses
A
the
dry
dirt in
fit.
there, you kind of like cringe a little bit because it was so perfect, right? You know it. But yeah, that is what you see, and the last few notes of Saoirse's beautiful dirge trail off as the chair.
Raise me up to more than I could be. Are you guys okay? Oh, you missed so much emotional baggage. Raise
What's
We were in the
happening?
sky, and then we were falling, and
We're burying a chair.
yeah.
Did he
Memory
hit his
of a
head really
skeleton.
hard?
And the chair has hair,
Huh?
apparently.
Why?
What? No, this is the chair that Kona was sleeping in.
Who's Kona?
Oh, that's what this is for?
Yeah, Kona.
What's
our
a
friend
Kona?
who's dead.
What?
Kona's dead?
There's
Skeleton now.
Yeah.
What?
But the skeleton ran,
It's
so we were
just
burying
now
the
clicking
chair.
in Bryce's
Skeleton
brain.
ran?
Yeah. What? No. The
Oh.
skeleton ran.
Oh.
One of the skeletons that ran is
remember.
actually apparently a good friend of ours.
How?
Kona died?
We kind of like fell into a hole and then like appeared somewhere else at a different time.
Have
It was
you all
crazy.
been poisoned? Did you
I
eat
don't
something in the
think
forest
so.
you didn't know?
I don't think so.
No, because we learned about Lieutenant Storm.
And the Emperor.
And the Emperor.
What's an emperor?
And Rhea has scales.
Yeah.
Wait, you knew that?
You what?
How long? What?
You knew? Okay.
I think was it you that caught a glimpse when
Yeah,
during
yeah,
battle?
yeah.
Some people have scales.
Well, I mean, yeah, but usually it's all scales or none scales.
I
Not
don't
just
judge.
part scales.
I'm really appreciating this nonchalance about it. Yeah. Most people go like, ah,
That's
when they see me.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
so
but
cool.
it's fine.
At least I had scales.
I mean, one of my best friends had a condition, you know, and it's just like you can't help a thing like that,
What's a
and it's not
condition?
contagious. It's not contagious or anything.
No, it's just like a large birthmark,
It's just the way
essentially.
they
Yeah.
are.
That'd be like someone
Yeah.
hating me for my hooves.
Ooh.
And I love my hooves.
We
Yes.
love your hooves.
We love your
Yeah.
hooves.
Mhm. And your shoes.
Yeah.
By the way, your shoes are still on. Like when you walk back up, you.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah, you know what?
saw.
I haven't had a chance to see them. My shoes are back.
Shoot,
Back? Okay.
It was a whole thing. We'll tell you about it.
So can we leave this now and go? Because we still gotta catch the guys.
Hey, what was in that chest that said "Do not open"?
You
Because
didn't
I
open
said
it.
that I wanted to open it.
Yeah, you fell through the floor before you got a chance to.
Yeah, I want to go back
Yeah.
and open it.
Okay.
I do that.
Well, we'll see about that
Oh, okay.
because the hole
locked.
in the floor opened up and you never got a chance to grab it. But I won't make you roll for it because it was under the bed, right? And there was a hole under the bed.
Oh, the
It kinda
chest was
fell.
under the bed.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
I thought the chest was
Yeah.
like okay.
No, it was underneath the bed.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't make you roll for it for the sake of time here,
Okay.
because you fell through the hole last time. You can find your way around and get the chest, and it is locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is it?
Maybe a foot and a half across.
So I can carry it back
You
up
could
the
carry
stairs.
it, yeah, if
Okay,
you
I
wanted
will
to.
carry the
Yeah.
chest with me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel particularly heavy.
All right.
So yeah, easily carried.
Okay. Anybody know how to open a chest?
I
This
can.
one that says "Do not open."
I can smash it open, or I could burn it open.
Yes, you could do that. Bryce, would you like to try to open it?
Oh, I mean, if that's better than smashing.
I think it would be best to preserve whatever contents reside within.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Guidance.
Yeah,
So much affirmation.
Rhea just says guidance.
Yeah, no D4 for that. Sorry.
I mean, that's fine. I think that's enough. It's just like,
No, you actually
Yeah, I
get,
can-
you get a D4.
oh, okay.
I was joking.
It's like if I don't get it, it's okay. Okay. I don't think I've tried lockpicking something. All right. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
think you've done it yet, but
Do you
haven't.
have thieves' tools? As a rogue, you would. Almost certainly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
So roll a d20, and then add your dexterity modifier to it and your proficiency bonus
So that'd be +3 or +1.
because you're
Dexterity.
proficient with them. Your
It's gonna be
not your saving throw, but your
Okay.
modifier. The modifier will be lower than your saving throw typically.
Okay. You see, I just noticed that the saving throw today
Yeah.
was higher. Okay, so +1 and then plus proficiency. Dirty 20.
Hey,
Yes.
nice. Yeah, you haven't where did you get your thieves' tools from? Actually, first, let's start there.
I was definitely given these by a pirate.
Okay.
One of my pirate friends that just and I think he just gave it to me as a joke, thinking that I'd never actually be able to do anything with it.
Mhm.
But then they got mad at me one time because I broke into probably the quarters to steal a robe because I wanted to seem like a pirate. And ever since then, they changed all the locks to harder locks.
Oh.
And then it got better.
Yourself.
Yeah.
What was your pirate friend's name?
Oh, you know, Beardy.
Mm-hmm.
It
Try
wasn't the
again.
captain
Mhm.
because
No, try again.
Try again.
Usually
Dang.
it's like a color and then beard, but you just went beard.
Well,
He
not
gets the
all
whole beard.
pirates
It's
are
crazy.
named the same.
That was his name, like when he was born. His mother named him that.
Beardy.
Yeah.
Beardy.
Okay. That's fair.
Did he come out?
Some
with a
pirates
beard?
enjoy their birthdays.
Okay, Beardy.
Mm-hmm.
Beardy is canon. Beardy probably had a cannon.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
Anyway,
but,
chest open.
See, it's not fun when people make you make up names on the spot.
And his best
It
friend was
actually
Blue
is. I've had a
No,
great
it's very
time.
fun. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I love that little bit of DM
Yeah.
on your eyes. It's like,
But you take your thieves' tools and you get in there and just, you know, this is nothing compared to Beardy's locks.
Oh yeah.
You're like, just, you know,
Oh my
Beardy
God.
would actually
Tumblr,
stick tufts
Tumblr.
of his beard in there so that I couldn't get into the
Oh.
lock. So
Yeah.
no beard in
You're like,
this.
there's no hair in this?
Like,
Oh,
gum in
easy.
his teeth, right?
Face it.
Yeah, despite the age and like the oxidation on like the metal, you're just like getting it no problem, and it just clicks open.
I'm a lock-picking lawyer, and today,
I did it.
good job.
Okay,
You could.
and you see inside just an unkempt like pile of paper and what looks like drawings.
I knew it.
I have
Um,
only
I
found
knew
papers
it.
in this.
I knew it. I
So-
don't know if I want to look at these.
I'm going to.
No.
immediately-
Close it. How old are you again?
I'm 13.
Yeah, no, we're closing this.
ooh, I'll read it.
Do you want to burn it?
No, let me read it first, please. Hey, please.
Don't we need to read it first?
I give it to Bria. Wait. Let's just proofread it, okay? Let's just make sure it's okay. All right, we'll take a look.
I mean,
What
I
does it say?
opened the chest.
Oh, it doesn't say anything. It's all
We'll look at the
drawings.
drawings.
Oh, it's all drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
What is-
yeah. They're all in various poses,
Yeah.
and you see, you know, a oddly humanoid owl bear in there,
No.
striking a pose. You see a beholder, and its
Mm.
eyes are all just like
Mhm.
coyly looking towards you on the page, and they're all like this. You're going through, and they're all like that.
He was discovering things. Burn it. And I'm just kind
I was like trying to peek
I
over,
still
like.
prefer the beholder.
Okay, sure.
I take that one.
Do you do it subtly, or you
Absolutely
just like?
not.
Okay.
No, this one's mine.
respect.
Yeah.
Burn it.
So Randy's just. Randy's
Do you want
gonna,
any
like,
of it?
open.
Make a new friend. Burn it. Oh gosh.
But wait, Bryce, where did the torch go?
Where did the torch go, Bryce?
Has the torch been? Because did the time
You
when I threw the torch at you, didn't I? Or something?
Wait, I had the torch.
did
You
take the
gave
torch
me
with
the
you?
torch.
don't
Yes.
honestly do
And
not
then-
remember.
Because you did something with that torch.
And then I think I burning handed the 12-foot skeleton from
That's
Home
right.
Depot.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, you left it right over there.
I don't have the torch.
Well, it's not still burning.
No, it's not. It went out when it fell
Oh.
to the ground.
Rand is
Burned
gonna
itself
look
out.
at the torch and.
It's okay.
I have a tinderbox.
I
we
have
could-
a
Yeah,
tinderbox.
yeah,
I
let's-
have.
Yeah, let's.
He's gone.
Let it get Tradj. You're carrying everyone's emotional baggage.
It's okay.
It's back on fire now.
Is it on fire?
Yeah, I'd say you can light it no problem. You're a ranger. It's easy to relight.
Yeah.
The torch.
Yeah.
You just made more.
He brought it back to life.
Is it the
It's
same
not
fire?
the
This is a
same.
really interesting metaphysical question.
Yeah,
It's
this
not
is
The
the
torch of
same.
Theseus.
But I want to look at the torch and say, Torch, good morning, you're alive.
I am. Good morning.
Hey, are you hungry?
Oh yeah.
Do you want this paper?
Sure. I mean, it looks like it's very good quality drawings.
Maybe
Can
we could sell
fire
this to some
see
pervert.
that?
No.
What's a
Wait, I changed my
What's
mind.
up?
I'm
Let's,
just
let's go
gonna-
to town and
I'm
sell it
gonna-
to
Don't
a
worry about
degenerate.
it.
I'm gonna give it to the fire.
Okay. Oh, you do give it to the fire. Okay.
Well,
You're
I'm
gonna have to
gonna
like
take
go
the fire
one at a
and,
time.
and put it into the. and
Okay.
it
It
can
takes
just-
it a minute or two, but it eventually starts to catch. And,
I'll just hold it.
yeah. You catch a glimpse of a dragon as the fire goes out. It looks like it's almost going into its mouth as it just goes away forever. The
I would
last
love to know what
remnants
some of the other creatures are.
Well, if you had taken some time to leaf through it,
That
maybe
guy
it would-
wanted
yeah,
to.
There may have been
Well,
like
we still have the beholder one, so
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we need some like physical copies of this stuff just in case it's important.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We can get working on that.
It's
Gonna find some people. on
Any
Twitter.
fan artist in the chat?
It's a
drop that.
big internet out there.
Yeah.
So Rand's gonna go and get the torch that is dead, and then put the new fire on the torch and hold it.
Is there anything else going on in that box? I think I'm just kind of like holding the now open
There's
box.
a big scorch mark at the bottom now. And there's just the beautiful ashes of forgotten dreams
Mm.
and desires. Just
Oh, do we burn the whole box?
you burned all the paper, right? In it?
I thought we just.
Burn the paper.
Yeah.
I don't think we burned it.
The box is
You
not
want the
on
box?
fire. The box
I
is
kinda want the
scorched, but not on
box.
fire.
You can have a box.
You can
Seems
have
a
a
good quality
box.
box.
Sterilize it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's a
fine.
box.
I'm gonna take the box.
Okay.
You have a box.
You have a box that says "Do not open," and it carried.
Wait, that's even better. It's a box that already says "Do not open." I don't have to carve it in myself. Although I do need to carve in our team symbol,
Of course.
like I did on the card.
Can we go find the guys now?
Oh yeah, let's keep going to find these guys. I think that's
by the
good.
way, chat found his owner.
Yay!
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Good.
He was
That
such a
didn't
sweet
take
boy.
very long at all.
Knew his name.
What?
Huh?
I thought we named
I
him.
think it just kind of.
Told you his name.
Probably.
Could've.
Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe he did.
Maybe he did.
This isn't a DM plot hook kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's just a,
He could have. Was
the dog's
the
name is Chat now.
so was the chest that was under the bed? Was that the captain's quarters?
That was in the
Oh.
captain's quarters, yeah.
How do I add a box to inventory?
Okay. Which direction were we like originally? Like
So it was
Yeah.
basically in the same direction that you had started to head with Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Was kind of in that same line
Okay.
to finish the shortcut through the woods.
But we would like to go back onto some semblance of a path.
Okay.
I would like a path.
But
Paths are great.
this is shorter.
I have spent
We're-
the past 5 hours on a floating ship in the sky that then plummeted to the ground. I am going to be on a
It's
path.
been 5 minutes.
It's been so long.
We don't know how like close we are to the end, so we might as well just like continue because it's gonna take even more time to like backtrack and then go around. We might as well
Are we
just
close?
continue.
Are we there yet?
I'm not too familiar with this pocket of the
I
forest.
thought you've been through here before.
I've never seen the ship before.
Roll just a nature or a survival check for me. Whichever one you want. Come on, you're good at this stuff.
We need a dice jail. I saw a dice jail the other day. and
I have
almost
one at
got
home
it.
and I did not bring it.
So survival, and that makes that an 8.
An 8. Yeah, you're not familiar with this part of the forest. You know the Lunar Highway and you know the forest around it, but this is you have no idea where this is in relation to what you're familiar with. But you know the general direction that you were going.
Well, if chat's owner was coming from there, maybe they were coming from Alethos.
Yeah,
We might be right next to it.
I think we should just keep going. I think that's our best bet. Is to just keep trucking through this. I will protect you. Bryce.
Me too.
I got you. You can hop up onto my back if you want.
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
We've got a torch.
We're in the forest.
Here, hold
Fire.
hold out like your dagger or something, and I'm just gonna. If it's okay with you, I can cast light on it, and that way it'll like be like a torch, but not fire. It'll just give light for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I
I want that.
You want-
Because I
okay.
think that just piqued my. I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, for 1 hour. So it's a cantrip, so I can do this as many times as we need. But yeah, for 20 feet, for a 20-foot radius, you have dim light.
Oh wait, can you put it on my brass circlet?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you cast light on a person, like on a humanoid?
I think it has to be an object.
It has
If
to
I
be an
remember
object,
that.
okay.
Yeah, you can do something on his that he's
Okay.
wearing
Okay.
for
Yeah,
sure.
my
Yeah, I'll
tattered
just do
cloak
the-
I
I'll
stole
just
from
do the-
Danathy.
Yeah, I'll just go and like do everything.
I'm just glowing.
Well, yeah, as you do it, you kind of did one and it lights up, and then you do another one, and that one fades, and the next one lights up, and then, but you know, you kind of like do it, and you just kind of like you see like almost like a disco ball. You know?
I just start like spinning because I see the light moving. I'm just like, wow!
Stop spinning! You're on my back.
Oh yeah! Onward!
Like tell the fire, okay, we're in a forest and there are trees that want to be alive, so we gotta stay on the torch, okay?
I'm really hungry.
Not right now. I'll feed you later.
Paper was good.
I know.
Got me craving more.
I know.
Like some like dead leaves or something. Maybe some twigs.
Randall like pick up things along the way to just.
Thanks. That's good. That's the good stuff.
So we're going. We're walking.
Okay.
And we're
walking,
walking. and
These
we're
conversations
walking.
happen in like telepathically.
Yeah, telepathically.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you are not party to any of
Okay.
that.
So Rand is just staring intently into the fire. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go for a little bit, and then let's say Tradj. I assume you're probably leading the way. Roll me another survival check or perception check, whichever you want.
Okay. Oh.
11.
At some point, it's like it's not the dice, right?
Seems like it doesn't matter what setting.
Oh my
Can
goodness.
Rand roll perception?
Yeah,
Oh, I've got
one
good
other
passive
person can. Yeah, run.
Guidance.
Run.
Guidance.
Perception.
Well, shoot.
Guidance. I guess guidance on you.
What does that mean?
It's just funny that I
You
can
get a
never see the
D4.
number, but I can
get a
always tell
D4.
when it's only one digit.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's 11 plus a D. Yeah. Ooh, this is coming.
Can't be worse than 11.
13?
Okay, it's not terrible.
Charial sight.
I think I'm just
You
like,
again,
with the
same as
knife
when you were
that's
walking
blowing
with
up.
Chat. You vaguely feel like you're going in the direction that you originally set out in, and it takes you. You're going for a little bit, like a couple hours probably. Time goes on, and it was about the middle of the day when you left the airship, and now it's starting to kind of get towards afternoon, early afternoon to mid afternoon.
Are the lights on me still going?
How long does light last? I mean, you
Oh,
can just
1
keep
hour,
it up
but-
for hour. Well, yeah, every time it
Yeah,
goes
I'll
out,
just
you're just like,
Okay.
yeah. So you don't really have any trouble finding your way when you're going into the forest. Originally, the canopy, like you remember when you were coming out, it very thick overhead, very dark. But as you're going along, you do start to see some of the trees starting to thin out a little bit. The sun starts to come down from overhead a little bit more, shining through on the surface of the forest floor. So you do feel like you're going in the right direction, but it's taking maybe a little bit longer than you were expecting it to take. Is anybody here proficient in perception?
I do not believe so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you are. Yeah,
I am.
Tradj, you probably are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As perceptive as I can be as.
My passive is 16.
Okay. Passive. Wow. 16 passive perception.
Oh wait,
Okay.
don't the dots mean I'm proficient?
Yeah.
Well, then I am proficient in
Wow.
perception.
There's some observant people in here. Yeah. Let me think of how I'm going to do this. 16. What's your passive perception?
15.
And if you want me to make a check, it's
Yeah, both of you make checks for me. Yeah.
I got
So
an
the
18.
Natural one.
Ooh.
And an 18?
18.
Okay. Okay, so you're going along, getting a little bit frustrated because it seems like, though it is kind of, thinning out, the forest does not seem like it's ending anytime soon. All of a sudden, though, you do catch from the corner of your eye in the forest what looks like something red and behind a nearby tree. And you can get a closer look, and it looks like with an 18, right? At 18, you see what looks like the side kind of a red, light red tiefling, and she is looks like she's trying to hide behind this tree, but you can just kind of see the side of her face poking out, watching the five of you.
Saoirse just
Hi.
staring at her shoes.
I see you.
Who?
Who are
What?
you? What?
There's a tiefling right over there.
Then leave them well enough alone.
If they're hiding,
They're
probably hiding for their own reason.
watching me. I don't like it. Hey, what do you want?
What do you want?
I'm walking here.
Can the rest of us see now that she's spoken? Like,
I'm walking here.
not wrong.
No, the rest of you cannot see anything. You just see trees.
Okay.
But you do hear the reply.
Okay.
Reveal
I'm sorry.
yourself.
Oh,
I
okay.
hold up my lit up dagger.
So you're not just talking to trees. Okay.
Are you the ones that were making the bagpipes
Oh,
earlier?
yeah. Sorry.
What are you doing
Oh.
here?
That was me
We
too.
were burying a chair.
We're trying to get to Alavast. Where is it?
You were
It had hair.
creating a memorial.
We
I
said
don't
the
know.
same thing just
What?
now. We were burying a chair.
It's a memorial for a friend.
Where is Alavast?
You see at this point the tiefling. She comes around the side and she's holding a crossbow at her side. She's just looking at you hesitantly. She's like, "You're looking for Alavast. You're in the wrong place. This is a forest."
I knew it. Knew we should have found
We
a
were
trail.
like
We're on the road.
we were told there was a shortcut through this forest. We were on the road, and then somebody was like,
Oh,
"Keep going through the forest.
why'd you
it's
do
a shortcut."
that? That's
Because a stranger gave us random info, and
There
that's
was-
that's trustworthy, right?
okay. Yeah, you are tourists, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah. You know, but
You're heading for Alavast for the festival, I assume, right?
No.
yeah.
No?
No.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Roll a deception.
I want to make it clear. I wanted to find a path. I'm not getting involved in any of this.
14.
14.
Natural one.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a deception check. Yep.
I plead the fifth.
It's a 3 total.
3, okay.
Fifth of all.
21.
Oh, Tradj, nice.
Wait, what did I roll? Oh, 7.
Oh, it's a good thing you looked up the modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, she, again, hasn't raised the crossbow, but she's just kind of looking at you all in turn and just settles on you and she says, I mean, I believe you look like the type that would want to add here. The rest of you don't look like you belong out here. What are you really doing?
Can I tell
Isn't
if
it-
this is the same tiefling from the pickled hen or whatever?
This is not the one at the pickled head.
Wow,
was,
way to
purple.
profile.
I don't
I
know.
didn't
I don't
remember
remember
that.
what they look like.
So they all look the same to you, huh?
No. I didn't remember. And when I say they,
We have
I
our
was using they, them
reasons
pronouns.
for going to the
To be
city. They may
respectful.
not all be the same, but like we just, why, like, we're just trying to go.
What's in your business?
I mean, I see 5 strangers walking around in the woods, being suspicious, lying to me.
They're not
Same,
suspicious.
same.
These woods are
are these
dangerous.
your woods?
They're not my woods.
Then why do you care?
Because it's dangerous out here.
Brandon's very hangry right now.
I almost lost my dog out here.
What?
It's dangerous out here?
Yes.
Wait. Are you talking about Chat?
Yes.
He's
How
your
do-
dog?
How do you know Chat?
Because I let him back to you.
What?
Well, technically.
No,
you
Chat
can't.
ran back to me. I was calling for him. I was searching for him
Yeah,
for hours.
I heard you.
Then why didn't you say hello or something?
I don't know you.
No, you don't.
Yeah? So tell me how to get to Alavast.
I mean, it's.
Thank you. And I'm gonna just march on past.
Where's
Wait,
Chat
where's
now?
Chat?
We're just,
Chat's back at camp. I took him back quickly because he looked frightened. He had a bone in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's not
We-
safe out here.
we're gonna, like, go. And the sooner we go, the quicker this interaction is over with. Because this is kind of awkward.
All right,
So,
so if
yeah.
you want to go, follow me.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No funny business, okay?
I want to do insight on this person. Thank you.
I would also do. Can I also do insight on this person?
Wow, copying. I get it.
No!
Rand is ignoring her
Investigator.
entirely and just walking in
Okay.
the direction they pointed to.
Dice jail for this one. That's a 7 in total.
And that is a
Dice recidivism rate here is
6.
a 6.
Although I might be proficient.
Nobody wants to work these days.
In which case it would be an 8. I have the proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so I mean,
Good idea.
she's hard to read. You can't really suss her out more than just she seems confused, suspicious, but not hostile.
She
Towards
has a
you.
lot of words like malaise.
Do you
That's
know where
how hard it-
malaise is?
Malaise.
Malaise.
I don't know. I mean, hold on.
Once.
Oh my god.
I mean, eat one of those. There's something down there you can eat that'll give you a good case of it if you want it.
So it is. It's not a country. It's a.
Oh,
This mystery
yeah.
continues.
And why do you have a child?
That's
Excuse
actually a good question. We're gonna just, don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
All right.
Why are you asking my friend so many questions?
It's called conversation, sort of.
I'm
Suspicious
gonna whisper to
conversation.
the torch. Hey, you got me if I need you.
No.
Not you, the torch.
The
Sorry.
torch? Who are you talking?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think Rand needs a good berry, Tradj.
She's very angry
you
right
do,
now.
You do hear in your head though. You do hear like, hey, no worries. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Can she walk in the back, please? Maybe. Or actually, no. How about this? You walk in front of me. That would be even better. Yes. Okay. After you.
Rand walks.
Okay, so after about like another half hour or so of walking, you see the trees start to deteriorate. And as you're not out of the forest yet, but as you get closer to what you can tell is probably the tree line of the other side of the forest, you can hear what sounds like the sound of laughter, raucous laughter, like one man's raucous laughter, and then what sounds like almost like fighting on the other side of the trees. You can't see anything yet, but actually, who had the highest passive insight? I think it was Saoirse, right?
Passive insight or perception?
Insight.
I have 15 for passive insight. I have a really high insight, but
Yeah,
Rhea
I have
is
12.
always
Mine's 14.
trusting.
Yeah. Yeah. Such insightful, perceptive players.
Investigator.
So, I mean, pretty much all of you see this tiefling, she just kind of like does like a subtle sigh and just kind of rolls her eyes and is like, jeez, if you lot want bad enough. All right, come on. And you kind of go out of the clearing and you see what looks like a small campfire, a covered wagon on one side that's kind of got a tarp draped over some long poles to give some shade from the sun on one side, and then the fire is on the other side of that. And then you see this kind of dusty clearing, and you see two large men. Well, one is a man, one looks like a bugbear, and they're both just going at it, just throwing punches and just carrying on fighting each other. And the man, this large burly man, he's just laughing the whole time, just constantly, just guffawing almost.
Wait, what is a bugbear?
So bugbear. So yeah, for those who don't know what a bugbear is, all you see is this giant, like hairy, almost like looks kind of goblinoid, but like just covered in this dense fur. You can see he actually has these long eyebrows, and they're braided. And as he kind of is moving around and going to throw some punches, they just kind of bounce around his face as he just kind of dips down and goes for goes for a side blow. And every time he hits the larger human, the human just lets out another laugh. But you see this tiefling. She walks out in front of you all, and she goes, "Porter, Bully, stop it, please, for once. Can we just have some quiet?" And then you see both of them just look over and and the bugbear, he just looks over and says like, "Oh, come on, I almost got him to stop laughing. I know, I could see the smile fading." But they both come and walk over and join you at the campfire, and the man laughs and he goes, "Who do we have here?
Just some
New friends?"
passerbys. We're trying to get to Outlast. We were supposedly took a shortcut. Yeah, a stranger told us to. Well, I guess we'll see once we get to the path.
Okay, and you brought a child through there, huh? Little guy.
I'm not. Bryce is very struggling with the bugbear. There's been a lot thrown at Bryce in the past 48 hours. I feel like a lot of new things he hasn't experienced before, but also at this point, he's rolling with it a little bit. So
Rand's gonna step up and be like, way tougher than you
Bryce.
The man just looks at you and asks, I bet.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of guts to go wandering through the forest like that.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. The name's Bryce. Bryce Buckland.
Bryce, my name is Porter.
Mm.
Nice to meet you. And my bugbear friend here, this is Bully.
No, I hopped off very quickly once I saw
Bully?
them.
And Bully kind of nods and goes, "Aye, that's me."
And his things.
Yeah, they just kind of, as he bows his
I'm
head.
illustrating as we speak.
Oh, it's so amazing. Oh my gosh.
But you see Bully's wearing this kind of white blouse with these drapey sleeves and this kind of deep V-neck, and you can see all this fur just spilling out, and he's got these kind of canvas pants on, and Bryce, you kind of catch his outfit. He looks kind of like a sailor of sorts.
I was actually gonna make a joke off of him. Have you ever been to Port to Shone?
Yeah, I've been there.
I live there. Oh, the whole voice is. Have you ever met Black Eye and Beardy and Blue Hook?
I've heard the names.
They're the ones.
Yeah.
They taught me everything I know. I know how to try to.
Hide your power level.
Bryce, you don't know these people.
No, he's been to Port de Shone. I trust him
Why?
because he looks just like Blue Hook.
Is he Blue Hook?
Well, no, but everyone who looks like Blue Hook is so fun.
You see Bully hold up both of his furry mitts, and he's like, "No hooks here."
No, not. It's just the clothes, the everything. I can tell from the voice. I bet I can barter with you.
don't trust people.
He kind of gives you an eye. He's like, What do you have like on your person right now that's visible?
My box. That says do not open.
Any weapons? Anything else?
I guess I have like just my tattered cloak that I took from Danathy. My daggers are probably hilted because I was using, especially the one, as my light in the forest.
Okay. Which dagger were you using?
Just a dagger.
Just regular dagger.
Yeah, just regular dagger.
Okay.
Just regular dagger. And my brass circlet, I guess, on my wrist.
Okay.
And my shoes.
It's some nice jewelry you got on there. Where'd you get it?
Yar, matey, wouldn't ye like to know?
Roll a persuasion.
Come on. What is that? 14?
14. It is double digits.
And persuasion. 21.
21. He's like, normally I would find that kind of accent offensive. That's not... We don't all sound like that, okay? Some of us are just normal seafaring folk.
Or I don't know what ye mean, matey. I'm just talking in a natural barter voice.
Okay, yep, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Yeah, you say, where did you come across it?
Wouldn't ye like to know?
Oh, I would like to know. How
I
about
might need a few certain somethings if you want to know that.
grease the wheels?
Price of doing business.
How's 2 copper sound?
Does Bryce realistically understand what 2 coppers really adds up
I don't.
to?
I think you know that it's not a ton, but you know it's...
Raise it to 4 and you got a deal.
3.
3.5.
That's
All right, and he holds out his hand.
Slip it off. I'm like, we have more of these, right?
And he grabs it and he's like, decent quality make.
I'll be taking...
Looks to be custom. You could get 1, 2 silver for this. Thank you. I'm just kidding, kid. Here you go.
Alright, so now I add 3.5 copper.
Just round it up to 4.
Oh, is he nice to me and just gives
Yeah,
him
he
4?
just gave you the 4.
Bryce sees the whole 4 of them and is like, hey, no, got him.
But he looks at you and he says, funny you should mention to Sean. I hung out in Desport for a bit myself. Ran some jobs down there. Up there now, I guess. But making my way down south. Finding a new life for myself, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you, by any chance, hear anything about my dad?
Your
Ben
dad.
Buckland?
Ben Buckland.
I know he's the one that introduced me to Blue Hook and Black Eye. So I know he's talked to all them.
I didn't run with Blue Hook, but I've seen. I mean, you're a satyr. I've seen a satyr that looks somewhat like you down at the docks before.
Yeah.
I've seen him. Haven't seen him in a while. If he's back in Desport, I probably won't see him again. I don't really anticipate going back up that way.
Okay.
Sometimes you burn a bridge, or the bridge burns you.
Oh.
And you move on to a new city. Anyway.
You change your name.
Thanks for...
And you join the Witness Protection Program.
Thanks. But I'm
Sure.
definitely a little sad about that. I'm gonna take a step back.
Is that why you're leaving?
Yes.
With your father?
A few months back, my dad kind of disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And the only hint I have was the dagger I found there. And it had the symbol on it that I haven't seen very often, but and especially not near Desport. Definitely not. It was the only time I ever saw it was up in the highest tier of Port Tishon, and I thought it was the, like, what are they called? The Bright Squad or Light Gang or something with the
Yeah.
capital or the Alavast.
The Lustrous Brigade is what you're talking about.
Them, yeah.
Yeah, the Emperor's his knights, whatever you want to call them, champions, flashy.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah, you have one of their. You have something from them. You say?
I'll kind of look at the rest of the group, and because I haven't really revealed this yet.
Sorry.
God! Yar!
Pokemon sounds were fixed.
That's true. I'll look around at everyone and I'm gonna pull out of my backpack or whatever, their travel pack or whatever I have, a dagger that has the symbol of the Lustrous Brigade, like the 3 swords.
Yeah. So the Lustrous Brigade symbol looks like so. It actually kind of jogs you for your memory of being on the ship. You remember the insignias that were on the outfits that the crew were wearing. They were all kind of derivations on the same theme, like this kind of oval shape with different kind of borders around it, like light radiating out, or the higher rank. Like when you saw Lieutenant Storm, his was more extravagant than, say, Cona's. Cona's just had a single ring around the oval. But this one, you see the oval in the center, and then you see 12 segments coming off of it, like radiating out. And on this one, only one of them is colored in, and it is this light blue on it. But I think probably only Tradj, you'd be the only one that would recognize that symbol, just from, it's one of those things where the Lustrous Brigade, you don't see them often. They kind of serve at the whim of the Emperor, and they'll do, high priority, things, flashy, like things, taking down an uprising, or, quashing a rebellion, or, those kinds of things,
It's the casual.
Yeah, but they're very powerful champions, and you do see occasionally this insignia, around. So that's what you see on the dagger.
I don't know much about them, and I've only seen them a few times, but it's actually the reason why I started heading towards Alabasta in the first place. This was the only thing I could find.
Interesting. I can't tell you too much about them. I spent most of my time at port, and I think in a place like Desport, you don't want to see anything related to the Emperor that's got that much power behind it. It means you've done something very wrong. But you may want to keep that well secured. That
Really
definitely you could get more than 3.5 copper for.
Oh, I don't plan on selling this. Not until I find my dad.
And you think your dad's involved with that?
I don't know. All I know is he was on this job, and he didn't really tell me much about his jobs ever, but one day he just disappeared, and the only thing we knew was the last place he went to. And when I went, and my mom kept telling me to not go, and after 3 days, I finally went. I just had to sneak out of the house.
You didn't tell your mom.
I didn't tell my mom. Wait, I didn't tell my mom. And I went, and after like a lot of looking, I just found like almost like thrown off to the side in the bushes this dagger. The only thing I knew about it was that I'd seen those guys coming through, because I haven't seen them very often either, living down near the port. And so all I knew is that they came from Alabast, and they came for money.
Interesting. I mean, Blue Hook and Beardy, that's one thing, but bring the Emperor into it, that's a whole other thing. I don't know what your dad was doing, especially not in Desport.
Do you think the Emperor has something to do with it?
I mean, it's got the symbol of the Lustrous Brigade on it, doesn't it?
think for Bryce's first time connecting that it could be that. And so I'd only thought that the person who owned the sword did it.
I mean, I couldn't tell you if it's linked or not, personally. Maybe just one of them. They do tend to act on their own sometimes. They're not, from what I understand, not locked in to, direct orders all the time. But be careful who you show that to.
Yes, sir. Just tuck it away more. I'm definitely quiet now. I'm thinking.
I don't know what an emperor is, but I don't like it.
Don't know what an emperor is. Well, you'll find out in about a week's time.
What do you mean?
He's coming to Alabast. He's coming back to the area.
I don't care. I'm looking for a guy. Well, I'm looking for 3 guys, technically.
Well, the emperor's one guy, I suppose.
Well,
But what if all this is connected? I mean, Storm has the Emperor appointed Storm,
who
and now
is Storm?
Can I just hand the journal?
Yeah.
Read up.
I mean, yeah, Storm is connected to the Emperor. You're connected to the Emperor. Any other tragic backstories that are connected to the Emperor?
Oh no, not
No.
connected to the Emperor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't think mine was, but
There's a scroll. There's a scroll?
keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Do you think what?
I think we need more information. We really gotta. I think we should really get back onto the road.
We need to get to
'Cause
Alabast.
we need to get to Alabast.
Yes.
Bryce is determined.
Where is Alabast?
You see the tiefling. She perks up. She's like, I mean, it's just down the. If you go that way a little bit, you'll get back to the Duna Highway. Just due east of here, and just follow it south. It'll take you right there. You can't miss it.
Thank you. Can we
Perfect.
go now?
Oh, you don't want to say goodbye to Chat or say hello?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Chat. Where'd you go?
I need a mood lifter here.
You see Chat just come, barreling around just kind of jumps up and starts licking your face.
You were so formidable against this skeletons.
Right. You and I are both crying. We're like, the allergies.
The tiefling is just watching. She's like, maybe you weren't lying. Maybe you did find Chat. Okay.
Of course we found
He's
Chad.
amazing.
Yeah, no, you're very hostile.
I'm hangry.
Eat something. Do you want food? We have food. If you want, I mean, you don't have to be on your way immediately. You can stop and have some food, right? Have a bite. We've got a fire. We've got some.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a rest.
Yeah,
You
just like a-
look especially beat up. Yeah.
There's.
I mean, I don't blame you. I'd be upset too if I was looking like that. But come around the fire.
Okay.
It's time for another break. It's time for another break.
Woo!
We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Short
Thank
rest?
you for sticking around. Yeah.
Woo!
Short rest.
back, everybody. All right, so let's pick back up. You were either taking your leave or sitting down for a short rest. I don't think we had fully
Short
decided
rest.
yet.
We
Short
short
rest.
rest. Yeah, short rest.
Okay.
Rand is shoveling food in her face.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, Porter rushes over and he goes to the cart, the wagon. He comes back and he brings out this cast iron skillet. He's got all these, vegetables, some onions and some garlic, and he kind of lays out a little cutting board on the ground and starts cutting everything up. And he has some meat that he starts to slice up, and he puts it in the pan and starts cooking it all up over the fire.
Like,
Ria's a really good cook. You should let her help.
I'm just
No,
gonna like
no,
take
that's
some
okay.
less. I'm just gonna watch.
Oh, do you want to get in on this?
I can be like a sous chef. I can help.
Oh, sure. Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll help you out.
yeah. Just mind that pan. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna cut some more.
Mind it.
Yeah, mind
Okay.
it. Yep, stir it. Don't let it. You want to let it
Stir it. Okay.
not too much though. You want to let it kind of caramelize. You want the onions to caramelize. So you want to keep it from burning, right? But you want it mostly just kind of let it, get a nice little. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. All right. And then he runs off and he goes and he gets some more stuff from the cart. And you hear some banging from the cart.
Rand is going to psychically talk to this fire and say, if you burn this thing, I am going to make sure you never have another twig in your life.
Oh, intimidation.
Okay.
Against the fire.
Dang it! Alright, hold on.
But you roll.
I rolled a 2. And let's see. Intimidation. Well, that's a 4.
A 4. Yeah, you just hear, hi, nice to meet you. No.
Don't! It's food, please!
I know, and I'm hungry.
I'm hungrier!
Oh, there's more for everybody. Just a lick.
No!
And
do
you see
not
flames kind of curl
burn-
around the
Rhea!
pan.
Yeah.
Don't let the pan burn! Don't let it burn!
Don't let the pan burn.
Don't let the food in the pan burn!
Metal
Okay.
can burn.
As you kind of raise it up off the flame a little bit, it almost feels like the
Hey!
fire is
Hey!
grabbing at it with tendrils.
Oh.
But it dies back down.
Mm.
You stare really intensely at fire, and then will just suddenly yell at us sometimes. It's disconcerting.
I'm not yelling at you.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Red Tiefling is just kind of sitting on the other side of the fire, just watching this whole thing. Interesting.
I'm just
What?
I don't know, just observing. Where are your friends at right now? Where are you at? What are the rest of you doing?
I think I want to find what was it?
Porter?
No, that wasn't Porter.
Bully.
Oh,
Bully.
Boley. I think I want to go find Boley and shoot some pirate stories and catch up on Port to Show and things.
Yeah, sure. We'll say Bully is kind of off away from the fire a little bit. He's kind of sitting up next to a rock with one leg crossed over the other, and he's got just a piece of parchment out, and he's got some charcoal, and he's just sketching the view from where he is. There's kind of a tree line, and the sun is starting to get a little bit lower in the sky, and the way the light's just hitting it, he's like, you can see him look up and occasionally nod, and just back to it.
What you doing?
Drawing.
Wow, that's really
Okay,
good.
all right.
Where'd you learn how to do that? I've never seen anything like that.
Just something I picked up on the seas.
On the seas.
On the seas. Yes.
Tell me about the seas, as I've been out there plenty of times myself.
I can tell. I can see a sailor's eyes when I look at them.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part of the sea?
All
Mine
the...
is the way the sea rocks you back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
The way you can really feel it in your gut. Yeah. Once you're in tune with the sea, your stomach moves in the same way.
I love becoming in tune with the sea rocks. My favorite part are the ropes.
The ropes.
The ropes.
Oh,
I love
sure.
the ropes on a ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging off
Hempen,
of them,
coiled up,
grabbing
hanging,
them,
tied. What's your favorite kind of knot?
Oh, I mean, we're just tying ropes so often on
Sure.
ships.
Oh, so many different kinds of knots.
Yeah,
too.
so many different
Yes.
kinds of knots. That's
Surely you
I
have a
think that's
favorite.
my favorite part. Definitely the 4 under over knot.
Oh, the 4 under over.
Yes,
knot.
4 under over knot. That's my favorite one by far. I
Roll
love that
deception
one. All this is no, that's D12. All this is just based off of what he has been watching pirates do on a ship while it's docked. Oh no. Alright, let's see. This is what is persuasion, deception?
Deception.
Okay. Check it in here. Okay. 6.
Yeah, he keeps nodding, doesn't miss a beat, and he's like, yeah, the 4 under over one. That's a great one. You surely know your stuff.
And this is exactly how the pirates interacted with Bryce back home, so this is going completely over his head. yeah. It's by far my favorite. Who taught you your 4 under over knots?
My 4 under over.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Because I taught myself.
Really,
Yeah.
I was about to say I wish I was self-taught. But
Yeah.
no. I was shown by my first captain.
Which one?
His name was
Yeah,
Captain.
captain. I know a lot of the captains.
Captain. Pendrick.
Captain Pendrick?
Captain Pendrick.
That's weird. Usually there's the color in front of the name. That's weird.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Pendrick?
Pendrick.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
I've never met Captain
Born and
Pendrick.
raised in Port de Show.
Really?
Yep.
What part?
Desport, obviously.
Oh, of course. That's where all the pirates were. So
Well, not all of us, but most of us.
all the ones I saw.
Sure. I mean, what part were you? You said you were from.
Yeah.
as well?
I wasn't from Desport. I was from all the rings. I'm like, there's like the ring above it, and then the stairs that lead down to Desport.
Okay.
My house is like right off those stairs, but like up the stairs,
That's good though. It's the up of the stairs that's important.
Yes. That's why I made sure to specify.
Good on you.
Mm.
It must take some guts leaving home like that.
Yeah, I still haven't told my mom. Is that bad? I've been worried about it every single day, and I've just kind of been like, I'm just telling myself, don't think about that.
Listen, Bryce. Bryce, right?
Yes,
Mothers are special.
they are.
Sometimes you set sail and you think you know where you're going, and you forget to write. You forget to keep in contact, and by the time you remember, sometimes it's too late. Keep what's important to you close to you. And he reaches in his pocket and he hands you a couple silver and he says, buy some parchment, buy a pen, write to your mother, at least when you get to Halavast.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm gonna take those, put in my pocket.
Do you want to learn? Do you know how to draw?
Well, I mean, I did a pretty good drawing on the side of our cart that we kind of took halfway here of like our group symbol and stuff.
Okay, all right, mural work.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it was. I even wrote like our name and everything underneath it.
He hands you the pad of paper that he's writing on. Tell me what you can do.
Should I roll?
Yeah, I'll roll for that. We'll get back to you in a second. What are the rest of you doing right now? We'll get back to that in a second.
I think Saoirse is feeling a bit betrayed because she'd been trying to say, oh, let's stay on the path, and she's listening to her friends again, and they're leading her astray. And it's all just coming back, and so she's like, wanting to be trusting again, but also like kind of drawing back a little bit and not trying to get as invested or involved, and is just kind of sitting off to the side.
Okay. Are you near the fire or just kind of a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
further away?
I think the tiefling's name was.
You never asked.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll sit near the tiefling.
Okay.
And
She.
just kind of chill out
Okay.
and watch the cooking fiasco go on. I guess.
Yeah,
Make sure nothing crazy goes on.
She kind of looks over at you and is like, "You've got some interesting friends. Weird ones. You seem relatively normal."
Gosh, that's the worst insult I've ever had in my life.
Would you rather be relatively strange?
I guess.
Okay.
I've kind of cultivated a bit of a look here.
You certainly have.
I get it. They're doing their own thing, and I was doing my own thing, and just kind of got wrapped up in all of this. What was your name again? I don't think I caught it.
Rama.
Rama?
Rama.
Rama.
What is your thing,
Well, I
by the way?
play bagpipes. You heard that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Figured I can see them on, when you were lugging them around.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but I mean, I love them. You know,
Sure.
I wanted to become a bit of a fight the man sort of punk rock kind of bagpipe playing icon, but I don't know. It's all fallen apart a little bit. Fell in with the wrong crowd. Got wrapped up and sent away from home, kind of. Not sent away, just. I didn't run away. I'm going back one day. Is the thing.
Sure. Sure.
It's you don't have to worry about it. It's fine.
I'm sure you sound very confident in
No, don't say it like that.
in your decisions. Do you feel that you're with the right crowd now?
I don't know. They've certainly led me into a weird spot here. No offense to you, but we've just got to finish
disagree.
fighting a bunch of skeletons and going back in time to a floating airship and all that rot. Oh, the bone that Chat had.
Yeah, well, I was going to
Is
say that
skeleton
explains
leg,
the
is it a
bone.
tibia?
Yeah, the part with the time travel. I
Or
don't.
a femur, yeah. Tibia's
That part
arm.
is,
Femurs, yeah.
I know that.
Okay. I have a +1 to intelligence. Yes. Smart cookie.
So, I mean, if you're not going to Alabast for the festival, are you? What reason?
I guess it's just I ought to find a way home, and if I find some bards along the way to give me some pointers, maybe drum up a bit of a band to impress the folks back home, then that'd be neat.
Where are you from? I mean,
So that's the funny thing. The Feywilds.
Oh.
Yeah, so
quite
I'm a bit
ways,
far.
huh?
Yeah. So along with finding some bandmates, perhaps a powerful wizard, maybe, or a portal of some sort to get back home. Because I'm sure my parents are worrying about me terribly.
Well, I wish I could point you to a powerful wizard, but unfortunately, I'm stuck with bumbling brawlers at the moment.
Are you stuck with them?
Well, I mean, in a metaphorical sense, we're traveling together.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind
I
of,
feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have too much room to talk about odd companions.
They seem
they're nice.
good enough.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They, we watch out for each other. We've been good traveling mates. You need that when you're on the road, and I think each of us has been running away or toward something, and so there is some kind of unity there. So it's fine. It's fine.
I suppose we all make mistakes. We all think we're doing the right thing in the moment.
That is certain. Yeah.
I still think we should have stayed on the road.
Well, you're close to the road. What's the preoccupation with the road? The festival isn't for a while, and you say one day. You don't seem to have a firm timetable.
Well,
What's the hurry?
we did kind of get wrapped up in a lot of things all at once that felt like they were very urgent, but now we've just gotten sidetracked with so many things that, I don't know, it feels like we need to get back to what we were originally doing.
Well, what were you originally doing? All these
God.
vagaries. You got me.
Well, we were helping just one person, and then helping the one person turned into another person that we met on the road, and then we saw the dog, and we helped the dog, and oh well, the skeletons led us to this room that we fell into, and we were helping
time
this
travel,
the
yeah.
time travel. Honestly, I think we might have eaten some mushrooms along the way, but I don't remember them.
Mushrooms.
I don't know. That's the only substance I can think of that would have given such a
Sure.
vivid hallucination. But I'm not sure.
You
if
had
it's
a lot of
hallucination
Haventook.
That was part of it too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
synergistic those are.
Might have been. Yeah, But they work together to
Yes, that's-
create such. That's what synergistic means.
Oh,
I
yes,
get
yes,
this.
yes.
Okay. Only +1 to intelligence.
So she turns to you. What about you, Fayataka?
Could I have heard all that?
You're not too far away unless you were trying to be
I'm not
covert.
being sneaky.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about you? What brings you out here? Don't know what an emperor is? Don't know where you are? Talking to fires? What are you doing out here?
Sorry. Before you answer that, can I do insight on like the reason she's asking and like the nature of her question? Because I'm realizing that I've just spilled a lot of like heavy
There are
stuff, and it
beans all
feels
over the
like
floor right
everybody's
now.
like, yeah.
This Rand is like, she's looking at this person like, I don't know you, and like that's where her hostility comes from. Granted, now she's like, well then why did I trust any of these people? And I'm looking around like,
That's a dirty 20.
She looks like she's genuinely trying to just kind of make some conversation
Maybe
and
not
ease the tension
harvesting information
a
to
little.
use later as
Doesn't
a
seem.
okay.
It does not seem.
No, okay.
No ulterior motive that you can suss out.
I'm searching for 3 cloaked humanoid things with blue eyes and symbols on their faces and cloaks. Have you seen them?
Have I seen that? No, that's very specific.
You asked.
I did ask. Yes, that was not the answer that I expected. But why? Where? What are they?
They were going towards Alavast.
Okay. Well, that explains the haste, I guess. But they don't really. I haven't seen them, but I was in the forest most of the day. You may want to consider talking to Bowley or Porter.
Were they on the road?
We've all been on the road, but I haven't seen any of them, and I've been like I said, I've been hunting for my dog most of the day in the forest. So I wish I could help you. I think I would have remembered 3 strange blue-eyed robed figures. You said? No. What are you looking for then? May I ask?
I think they have something to do with killing my parents.
Oh, another one. Okay, wow.
Another one.
What do you mean another one?
No, it's just it's beat after beat. That's a big deal. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, that was crass of me. Maybe.
You asked.
I did. That one is on me. I'm sorry. Then by all means, I understand your haste, and I'm sorry. Is there anything we can do to help?
No.
Okay. All right. Again, maybe talk to the other 2. Maybe they saw something. I wish I could help you. It's a lot heavier than I was expecting. Thought it was going to be. Never mind. That's rude of me. Yeah.
It's okay. Rand's gonna get up and go towards Porter.
Yeah, Porter went off to the side and is rustling around inside the wagon, searching for more utensils and food to prepare.
I'm gonna come up and be like, "Hey, did you know your fire likes to eat your food?"
No, not personally, but that makes sense.
Does it burn a lot?
As fires do.
Mm.
I mean, when I'm the one cooking over it, no. It cooks everything just right.
Almost like you. I have a question.
Sure.
You've been on the main road, yes?
Many times.
Have you seen 3 cloaked figures with symbols on their robes and with blue eyes and stuff on their faces?
Oh, actually, yes. You say stuff on their faces, blue eyes. I think I know what you're talking about. Cloaks covered in writing. Yes.
Where did they go?
They rode by on the road, kind of not too long ago. I don't think I was off foraging for some berries. Foraging. That's how we pronounce that. Foraging. I was out foraging for some.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Berries. I was gathering berries. over by the highway, and I saw that maybe half an hour ago. Some folks that looked like that ride by. I think folded. I think that's what they call themselves, or what others call them. I don't know if I've ever seen one talk before. Folded. Yeah. You see them every once in a while on the roads in cities. Never seem to say a word. Just walk with their tattoos and their cloaks, and don't seem to pay anyone any mind. Just drift through the streets and go about their business. But I come to think of it, don't really know what their business is.
They're not, like, associated with anyone? They don't have, like, a place that they go to? They don't have a home?
None that I know of. Not that I'm aware of. Not in any city, at least. Maybe they have some in between in the wilderness somewhere, but I can't say for certain.
Since I handed her the journal, would she also know about El Tarun and all that?
Yeah, you would have read those things. So, yes, just I've seen them in Alavast. I've seen them in Iramar.
They're everywhere?
Not everywhere. They seem to kind of limit themselves to the Alavast and Iramar stretches, and sometimes I think I don't know if they get out to Port Tishon. Bully might be able to tell you more there, but I see them in my travels every now and again. I guess, I haven't really properly introduced myself. I'm Porter. I do some mercenary work here and there in various cities. So I've seen them in Iramar and in Alavast, but
Where's Iramar?
it's north. If you just follow the Lunar Highway north, it'll take you straight to Iramar. I think that's where the Emperor is right now.
Can they be killed?
Can who be killed?
Folded.
Oh, I assume so. They just look like people to me, near as I can tell. You can try. Seems like it'd be at least a fun fight.
Thank you.
Sure. I didn't get your name, sorry.
I'm Rand.
Rand. It was nice to meet you, Rand.
I guess it was also nice to meet you.
Thank you. Food's gonna be ready soon.
You
I
better
know you were
watch it.
hungry.
Your fire is trying to eat it.
As they're wont to do. But luckily I've got a talented sous chef.
Smash cut!
I've been paying attention to her.
You start to smell a little like
Fire.
Crispiness.
yeah.
When does
Mean
the
fire.
onion turn into a caramel?
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that?
I'm kidding. I know what caramelizing is. It's fine.
Yeah, Porter wanders back over. How have you been doing, by the way? Have you been like keeping an eye on it? You wanna roll for it?
Okay.
I think it was.
I
Cooking
don't
tools,
think it
which
matters. It was a 6.
Okay. I think we decided that was like a dex
Yeah.
check.
Okay. Well, if it's then it's an 8.
An 8. Okay. Yeah. They're not caramelized, but they're not burnt, but they're on their way there. And Porter walks up and he's like, "Oh, you're doing a pretty good job. I would just and he kind of reaches down and tilts the pan up just a little bit. He's like, I would just kind of get the heat off of that just a smidge, and let's give that a little bit of a stir, and we'll let that sit a little bit longer."
Yeah. I totally agree.
Oh,
I was
let me
coming
get.
to the same
I've got
conclusion.
some wine here. We can pour a little bit in there just to. There we go.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, it's smelling great. You're doing a fantastic job.
I really appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna point at the fire and be like, I'm watching.
I hear she's good with fires.
Yes. Yeah. Rand is very good with fires. Yeah.
Sorry, how rude of me. I have a sous chef and I don't know her name.
My name is Rhea.
Rhea.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Rhea.
Nice to meet you too. I'm glad to be the sous chef to such a talented chef such as
Oh,
yourself.
well, you haven't seen me cook yet. You don't know
It
if I'm
smells
talented
delicious. This is
or... Well,
great.
you've been doing all the cooking, haven't you?
Well, I have been doing all. I've been. You've been giving me direction. You know.
Well,
Wait,
If you have any recipes, if you wouldn't mind, could I get some recipes?
oh, sure. I've got a binder full of them in the back. If you want to take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, by all means,
absolutely.
just it's behind the. There's like a rack with some pans in it. You kind of push that out of the way. It'll be.
Once I'm done with
They
these,
all
Sure,
fall
yeah.
I can take that over for you if you want.
Yeah, sure,
You would be
absolutely.
a good
Yeah, I'll
chef.
just go check out some of these recipes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Force herself into being a good
Takes
chef.
it, and just kind of sits there and gives it a little talented looking toss or two, and then kind of good at describing things.
Very talented.
You do
looking
this for 3
dog.
hours. Yeah, you look at it and you're like, ooh, he's talented.
You can
that
tell
was
by
a
looking.
Tradj, what are you up to right now?
I want to be like on the other side of the fire
Okay.
from Saoirse and the tiefling.
Okay. So Porter would be kind of like next to you, and he just kind of pops a squat down next to you and sits there tossing the veggies. He looks at you and he goes, and you are, remind me,
I'm Tradj.
Tradj. Nice to meet you, Tradj.
Nice to meet you too. And I shake his hand.
Oh, reaches over and shakes her
A
hand.
little greasy.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That one's free.
Ship that one.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, oh, you weren't kidding. This fire is getting a little warm. You look like you're what brings you here? You look like you're more suited for these environs than the rest of these folk. No offense. Okay.
Well, I usually just follow work, do a bit of scouting, a bit of guiding. We're on the job right now, kind of, but hopefully we get paid at the end of it. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
There you go. That's what makes a good job worth doing. That and the actual thrill of the hunt. Are you hunting anything? What are you doing?
Just trying to get to Alabast.
Okay. What you got waiting for you in Alabast?
We've got a client who is delivering some goods over there.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
You have a client. Where's your client?
See, only Tradj remembers these things.
I think he's on the main road.
Oh, not here.
He didn't take the shortcut. with
Oh,
us.
interesting. That's I haven't heard of that strategy guiding a client before, but you do you. But is this work that you do often?
Yeah. I usually help people who aren't so fitted to guide themselves through the woods, offering, my protective services.
I like how you say that. I like it. Some of us, we're fitted to do certain things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some of us have better capabilities than others, and it's up to those of us who have the ones that we have to use them accordingly, right?
As you do with cooking, I'm sure.
Well, I do some cooking, I do some fighting, I do some monster hunting on the side, wherever the winds call me.
You
wanna
talk
see
to
something cool?
winds?
Well, metaphorically speaking, of course. They normally just whistle or howl. Yeah, I don't quite speak the language, but I get by. But you want to see something cool?
Yeah.
He rustles through his bag that's kind of tied around his waist, and he pulls out a long horn, like about 2 feet long. Like, hold that.
Oh my goodness.
It's heavier than it even looks, even that size. It's like it's got some heft to it. And
What a trophy.
Right?
What is this?
That's from a blue
I
wyvern.
need to leave.
A blue wyvern?
A blue wyvern. You ever seen a blue wyvern before?
I don't believe I have.
I haven't either until about 2 weeks ago.
Where was it located at?
This was up north. This was in the mountains over near Renea. That was a hunt. Let me tell you.
Was it cold up there?
It was cold. It was, but you don't really notice it when you're on the job like that, right?
I understand, yeah,
right?
of course.
You get in it, you get in the zone, you don't feel it, right? But man, that was a good one. Lost some good people on that one, but it's all worth it in the end.
Get a good adrenaline kick
Oh
out of
my God, you would not believe. Whew. But I will need that back.
Oh yeah, of
yeah,
course.
I gotta bring that back to the. There we go. To the.
How
court
you
with me.
handle that so gracefully?
Years of practice. Years of practice.
Let me
You
know
have a
when
great
it's over.
laugh, by the way.
Oh, thank you. This whole thing, you got to keep a certain joy about you. Life has some turns to it. It sometimes the only thing you can do is laugh in response to it.
So I now being a little more aware of like people's emotions, can I do an investigation check
Or an insight. You
or
can
insight
yeah.
and kind of just figure out like how Porter's doing?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
The table's name is Joyce.
Read a Joyce
Aw. Hey, Joyce.
Oh, it's a nat 1.
He looks like he's holding it together. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for you to read. He seems happy. You can't see any deeper than that, unfortunately.
So what are the nature of the 3 of your travels? With Chad, of course.
Oh, chat, yeah. Personally, I was, like I said, up near Renea on a hunt for this blue wyvern. We got a contract with our group to go track it down, hunt it, bring back a trophy as proof. So, got my trophy. Unfortunately, just me coming back this time. But
How many men did you lose?
about 5, yeah. 5 good men. 5, well, they weren't all men, but yes, 5
Heads.
5 good company members. No, well, I wouldn't call them that. They were good people. They were strong. They were capable. They were passionate. And we have kind of a rule in our group. Not this one, although these are good companions, but with the mercenary group that I run in, like I said, sometimes the only way to respond to life is to just to laugh at it. And when you're in a fight, when you're in a battle, and when everything seems lost, that's when it's most important. And each and every person that I lost on this hunting trip, they went down laughing. And that's what's most important. They went out with a smile on their face.
It's beautiful.
Did you bury chairs for them?
No. Should I? Is that an idiom? I feel like I'm pretty well traveled, but that one has me stumped.
Oh my god.
A turn of phrase.
It's she's
Words
meaning it
that
quite
mean
literally
something
right now.
else than what they mean.
No, the chairs that they used to sit on, did you bury them?
Empty chairs.
No, but that is a.
tables.
For my friends will sing no more. My friends, my friends.
Okay,
Or
Les
laugh no
Miserables.
more.
In this house, okay, Les Miserables.
But there
Les
is something
Miserables.
poetic to that. Maybe we can have a chair or two, or where they used to sit, back in Alavast, back in the clubhouse. Maybe we can have them engraved for them or something. I think that would be meaningful.
Do you live in Alahast?
From time to time, yes. I spent some time in there. Our whole group, the hysterics, we as the name suggests, we try to keep a good humor about ourselves. We have a branch there. That's where I spend most of my time.
Do you have a deep darkness in your soul?
I think we all do. And I think that is a reflection of the world that we live in sometimes.
Did it get bigger when you lost your friends?
I don't think so. I think it stayed the same size.
Corey's doing a great job with this.
In his head, I want to ask him, are you sure?
Oh my.
He's just kind of like, I thought I was. That's you, right? Up here? Please say yes.
What if I said no?
Well, if you say it like that, then I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there. It's always there. I think it is for all of us. For me, that's why I laugh. Helps me to fight it a little bit.
I learned a lot about Porter.
I know.
Amanda's like gonna ponder this a moment, and then she's gonna be like, it didn't go away.
That was a good start, though.
Oh. Okay.
Takes practice.
What do you mean?
Toxic positivity.
What does that mean?
You just push down the bad stuff with a facade of happiness and joy.
What's a facade?
It's like a very thin outer layer of beauty
Like
that
an
hides the
eggshell.
darkness within, yes.
So an eggshell.
That cracks and shows your gooey underbelly, yeah.
Ew.
That's what you're doing.
You're not supposed to let the
It's not a
underbelly
great
out of
coping
you.
mechanism.
The laughter.
Things are supposed to stay inside.
Yes.
It's very bad if they don't.
The laughter doesn't mask it. You feel it with your whole self, and then you laugh in response. But anyway, dinner's ready. Who's hungry? Who's got... All right.
I found this really good pumpkin pie recipe, guys, and I was gonna say something, but
It's
this
not
conversation
fall
did not
yet.
I already have sugar-free pumpkin spice.
You know, I already know that one by heart.
It was the
You
last
have
bottle
it.
left.
Take it with you. Of course.
Dang, that's,
Of course.
yeah, that's,
But everybody gather around. Let's eat.
Thanks. Stopping.
As you all dig in and finish your short rest and feel a little bit of, vigor restored to your tired bodies on this journey, we're going to end it there.
Yay!
Exposition!
Yay!
Yay!
Come on, character
Backstories!
development.
you everybody for joining tonight. I know we again had a few hiccups, but we got through it. We played some Pokemon. Thank you for joining, and I can't wait to see you all next week. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, we are done.